Okay, buckle up because what we're about to dive into today is going to have you questioning everything. You thought you knew about the NBA. What if we told you that some of basketball's biggest names have stories about their sexuality? That the league has been tiptoeing around for years? Yeah, we're going there.
I was very much struggling with my sexuality and coming to terms with the fact that I'm gay.
From players who came out publicly and changed the game forever, to others who are still dodging the rumors like they're dodging defenders on the court. This is about to get real.
Gay, bro.
Is this what you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk about.
We're talking about John Amaechi, who shocked everyone with his memoir. Jason Collins, who made history while still playing. Isaac Humphries, whose emotional coming out had the internet in tears. And yes, Dwight Howard, whose legal drama opened up a whole can of worms. These are 8 NBA players whose stories go way beyond the court. And trust me, some of these revelations are absolutely wild. Let's get into it. We're kicking things off with the man who ended all the whispering by just coming clean, John Amaechi. Now this part right here is wild. In 2007, Amaechi dropped a memoir that absolutely shook the basketball world to its core. He became the first former NBA player to openly admit he was gay. The first one. Let that sink in for a second. People had been speculating about him for years, but when he finally confirmed it, the floodgates opened. His coming out wasn't just groundbreaking. It literally opened the door for every conversation about sexuality in professional basketball that came after. But here's where it gets messy. Amaechi didn't just come out and leave it at that. Oh no. He called out the entire NBA for being in complete denial about what he described as a homoerotic culture that everyone knew existed, but nobody wanted to talk about.
In the NBA, and as in all sports, homophobic language is de jure. It's part of vernacular. For all boys, all men who've played sport know that when you do something bad, you're a wuss or a fag or worse.
He spoke openly about locker room intimacy, about how his teammates would do things like paint each other's toenails and walk around naked like it was nothing.
Sport, as I say in the book, sport has been gay since Homer. It is all about setting a context that allows a suspension of that understanding.
Meanwhile, he, the actual gay man in the room, felt like he had to hide who he was because of the hypocrisy around masculinity.
The kind of contact that goes on in locker rooms, the kind of intimacy that happens between men, I'm not talking about sex, but the kind of intimacy, the closeness, it is akin to being in a relationship with another man. It's as gay as it gets.
Think about that for a second. The straight players were comfortable being physically intimate with each other, but the gay player felt unsafe being honest. The irony is absolutely insane.
I mean, I would look around the locker room and just be like, and I'm the gay one.
And trust me, this shocked everyone. Because Amaechi wasn't just sharing his personal story. He was exposing the contradictions baked into sports culture itself. The aftermath? Amaechi became one of the world's most high-profile gay athletes. Today he works as a psychologist and consultant, and he's still heavily discussed online. Twitter users post tributes calling him a pioneer. Reddit threads share stories about teammates like AK-47 who actually invited his partner to team events and showed genuine support. His reflections on locker room, culture, and toxic masculinity literally reshaped the entire conversation about sexuality in sports. He didn't just come out, he changed the game. Now let's talk about Jason Collins. Because if Amaechi opened the door, Collins walked through it while the cameras were still rolling. In 2013, Collins came out in a Sports Illustrated essay while he was still an active player. Not after retirement, not years later, while he was still suiting up. That made him the first active player in any major American professional sport to come out publicly. No one saw it coming. The essay dropped and the entire sports world stopped.
Yeah, it's I sort of describe it as you know that the sky is blue, but you keep telling yourself that it's red.
But here's the thing that had people talking.
But when you finally get to that point of acceptance, there's nothing more beautiful. And just allowing yourself to, really be happy and be comfortable in your own skin.
Collins had apparently been dropping hints for years through his jersey number.
Jersey 98 for Matthew Shepard.
Jersey 98 for Matthew Shepard, that's why I wore jersey 98.
Looking back, fans started connecting the dots, and it was like, wait, were the clues there the whole time?
Just try to live an honest, genuine life, and next thing you know, you have the president calling you.
The reaction was massive. Kobe Bryant publicly supported him. President Obama called to congratulate him. Compared to what Amaechi faced just 6 years earlier, this was a completely different world. The shift in acceptance was obvious. Collins addressed stereotypes head-on.
That gay stereotype that, you know what, I think that people like me are trying to rewrite that stereotype and trying to let people know that you can't just put people in a box.
He proved that being gay has absolutely nothing to do with toughness, heart, or ability on the court. He wasn't some role player either. This was a guy who had been in the league for over a decade, playing alongside legends. And get this. In 2025, Collins married Brunson Green, and social media went absolutely crazy celebrating it. People called it his biggest win off the court. Reddit threads praised him as a pioneer and an inspiration to LGBTQ+ athletes everywhere. Collins didn't just survive coming out, he thrived. And his legacy as a trailblazer is cemented forever, alright? Now this one right here had the internet going absolutely crazy. In 2022, Australian player Isaac Humphries came out to his teammates in an emotional speech that was caught on video. He became the first openly gay player in the NBL, Australia's professional basketball league. The video went viral almost immediately. And I'm talking millions of views. People were watching this raw, unfiltered moment of vulnerability, and it hit different.
A few years ago, I fell into a very dark place, a very lonely place. I couldn't be who I am, and I attempted to take my life.
But here's where it gets heavy.
The main reason behind me becoming so low and being in that point is because I was very much struggling with my sexuality and coming to terms with the fact that I'm gay.
Humphries revealed that he had attempted suicide because of his struggles with his sexuality. His decision to go public wasn't just about representation. It came from a deeply personal place of pain and survival.
There are so many people in other worlds that are struggling every single day and don't know how to get up, don't know how to exist. And I know how that feels, and I want to represent those people.
When he told his teammates, their response was overwhelming. They hugged him, they supported him, they showed him that he didn't have to hide anymore.
I take great pride as a club to say that you felt this was a safe enough place and a club that you could come and go ahead and announce this and be yourself.
And the emotional weight of that moment was captured on camera for the world to see. The BBC reported on his announcement. Social media exploded with support. Reddit users were in the comments talking about how emotional they got watching it. Humphries later wrote a guest column for CNN about his experience, detailing the mental health struggles that so many LGBTQ+ athletes face in silence. His bravery didn't just change his own life. It changed how people talk about mental health and sexuality in sports, especially outside of the United States. He proved that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. Oh boy, okay, deep breath. Let's talk about Dwight Howard, because this one is messy with a capital M. Dwight. Howard has been surrounded by gay rumors since 2018, but things exploded in 2021 when a sexual assault lawsuit came out that alleged he had relationships with men. And trust me, the internet lost its collective mind.
Are you gay, bro?
Is this what you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Now here's where it gets complicated. Howard admitted to having consensual sex with men, but denied the assault allegations.
And what I do in my personal life is nobody.
Thank you.
His defense was basically, everything was consensual, and what I do in my bedroom is my business. But publicly, back in 2019, he had denied being gay. So when the legal documents came out and contradicted that, people noticed. The lawsuit included accusations of assault, false imprisonment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. It was a whole legal nightmare. Howard went on Instagram Live at one point and said, "Whatever I'm doing in my bedroom is my damn business." And honestly, fair point. But the contradictions between his public denials and his legal admissions fueled even more speculation. Social media has been absolutely relentless. The memes, the rumors, the gossip, it never stops. And it's complicated by the fact that Howard has a Christian upbringing and 5 children, which adds layers to how people interpret his public image versus his private life. The thing is, the ongoing contradictions keep his name in every discussion about sexuality in the NBA. Whether he wants to be part of that conversation or not, he's at the center of it. And the internet isn't letting it go anytime soon. Now let's switch gears to Dylan Brooks. Because these rumors, they're different. The speculation started when Brooks' ex-girlfriend allegedly claimed he was into transgender women. And then things got real when he was linked to a transgender woman named Big Bambina. Photos surfaced of her at Memphis Grizzlies games. Pictures with Brooks' dog went viral. And the internet did what the internet does best. It ran wild with theories. Reddit threads exploded. Gossip blogs had a field day. People were debating what it even means for someone's sexual orientation if they date a transgender woman. The conversations got deep, got messy, and got loud. Some people believed it challenges outdated assumptions about masculinity and sexuality. Others thought it was nobody's business. But the topic keeps resurfacing because it pushes boundaries in how society defines relationships and identity. And here's the thing, whether the rumors are true or not, the fact that they sparked such intense discussion shows how much people are still figuring out these topics in real real time. Okay, Kevin Durant. This one is interesting because it's all about contradictions. In 2021, KD was fined $50,000 for using homophobic language in leaked private messages. $50,000. That's not a small fine. The league made it clear that kind of language isn't acceptable. But here's where it gets confusing. Publicly, Durant supports LGBTQ+ rights.
So why are you single?
Because I don't want a girlfriend.
Just that, simply put.
He's participated in pride events. He's made statements supporting equality. So what's the deal? Some people say the private language was overcompensation.
I wouldn't say I had my heart broken. I started to understand women a little bit more as I got, well, early on I understood that, like, she's not mine. Even if she may be my girlfriend, she might be influenced by other people.
No. Maybe internal conflict. Others straight up call it hypocrisy, being a public ally while using slurs in private. And of course, social media fuels rumors claiming he's bisexual, though there's zero credible evidence backing that up. His single status adds more fuel to the speculation fire. But let's be clear, that proves nothing. The tension between his public words and private actions keeps his name in discussion threads constantly. People can't figure out if he's genuinely an ally who made a mistake, or if there's something deeper going on. Either way, the contradiction is glaring. Now this one makes me mad because Dwayne Wade gets dragged into gay discussions purely because he supports his transgender daughter Zaya and has his own unique fashion sense. Wade moved his entire family out of Florida because of anti-LGBTQ+ laws.
It's important for me to support my daughter.
He's been one of the most vocal, supportive parents in professional sports. But instead of being celebrated, he gets attacked on social media.
In the middle of doing that, I've become an ally to a community that I didn't know a lot about, that I've had to get educated.
People make claims like Wade is a closet bisexual, or he's showing us who he is. And what's their evidence? Critics point to things like, he's been painting his nails since 2007. He wore his sister's clothes as a kid. He supports his trans daughter. Like, are we serious right now? Despite being married to Gabrielle Union, people still connect his allyship and personal style to assumptions about his sexuality. And that right there highlights the problem. It shows how toxic masculinity makes people think that supporting your child or expressing individuality means something about your sexual orientation. The debate always becomes, is he just an ally, or is he part of the LGBTQ+ community himself? But honestly, that question misses the entire point. He's a father supporting his kid. That should be the end of the story. Last but not least, we've got Ben Simmons, and these rumors focus on his close male friendships and possible involvement with transgender individuals. Simmons is frequently seen with friends like Taj Malone and Alex Subers, which has sparked endless speculation. Gossip forums like Lipstick Alley and Reddit have threads where users comment that he seems happier with his male friends than with women. Some people think his past relationships, like with Kendall Jenner, were beard setups to hide his real sexuality. Blind gossip sites suggest connections with trans women, though none of it's verified. And here's what this really shows. Society overanalyzes male friendships in sports to an absurd degree. People project assumptions based on body language, who someone hangs out with, and social media posts. Men can't even have close friendships without the internet turning it into evidence of hidden sexuality. The transgender rumors connect him to the wider narrative of hidden sexuality in the NBA. But at the end of the day, most of it is speculation based on, well, not much. So what does all of this tell us? These stories reveal how masculinity, and image collide in the NBA in ways that are messy, complicated, and deeply personal. Each player's journey, whether they came out publicly, stayed private, or got caught up in rumors, shaped how fans, media, and society talk about identity in sports. From John Amici opening the door in 2007 to Isaac Humphries breaking down in front of his teammates in 2022, we've seen progress. But we've also seen how brutal the spotlight can be, how rumors can destroy reputations, how contradictions can haunt someone forever. The NBA, like all of society, is still figuring this out. And these 8 players, willingly or not, are at the center of that conversation. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the stories behind the game, don't forget to smash that like button. Share this with your friends, and subscribe so you never miss out on the tea. Click one of the boxes on screen to watch more content just like this. We've got plenty more where this came from. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and we'll catch you in the next one.